we've seen in years. And truly, New York State is locked into a grip here. An Arctic siege has taken over our state.
The winter storm has arrived. News Channel 13 is here to give you updates on the weather affecting millions of people. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Kumi Tucker. This is the second day of our stretch of alert days because of the cold, and now that heavy snow affecting people all over the Northeast. If you've been out today, you know the snow is coming down fast and it's building up. We have extensive team coverage on today's storm. Zach Richter and Dan Levy are standing by out in the elements right now. Rachel Teedy is also here. We have meteorologist Tim Drawbridge out in the First Warning Weather Lab, and so we've got you covered all around. Before we get to them, let's go to Chief Meteorologist Paul Cayano for details on the conditions right now. Hi, Paul. It's a big storm.
Yeah, hi, Kumi. Yeah, the snow started flying this morning, and it's only picked up since then. Some snowfall totals from our area are building fast. I mean, it's tough to keep up with all these, but East Greenbush latest report coming up on 10 inches. Just heard from Bob Kovacic in Saratoga Springs, where they picked up 8 inches of snow there. In Latham, 7.6, Ballston Lake, 7. And officially at the Albany Airport, 6.3, but that was at 4 o'clock. Certainly we're over the 7-inch mark now, probably even approaching 8 inches officially at the airport. So the alert day continues now through tomorrow. The heaviest snow will be through this evening at 1 to 2 inches per hour. I do think that the snow will tend to lighten up after midnight and towards sunrise tomorrow, but that's not to say the storm is over. It's just that those 1 to 2, even 3 inch an hour rates will scale back a bit as we head deeper into the night. But we're still at the height of the storm. You could see the snow flying, coming down in sheets here over the state capitol. And the other element to this whole storm, and the governor mentioned it, it's frigid outside. It's all this snow at only 5 degrees downtown on the CDPHP First Warning Cam. And if you've been out maybe to move your car around or to shovel, the wind chill is 9 below zero right now. Taking a look out on the First Warning live Doppler radar, there's the First Warning Weather Lab just outside of Albany, heading down the Berkshire Spur past East Greenbush. Let's head out to Tim Drawbridge for a look at the roads right now. Tim's been out all evening watching the snow come down and assessing the traffic conditions. Tim, what do you see right now?
Our visibility and our lead convoy with the New York State Department of Transportation plows on I-90 East. You can see that we're having a struggle now to keep the windshield clear. You mentioned it, Paul, frigid outside, 4.8 degrees on the First Warning Weather Lab. And one of the issues that we have continued to encounter, Northway northbound up toward Malta, Clifton Park, we're going to zoom in. Having lost the convoy with the plows and the best driving conditions we probably had all night, we'll tilt up instead of tilting down. We talk about basically road spray during the warmer times of the year. How about snow spray? The combination of the snow falling, that intensity, along with the snow spraying up behind the vehicles, is providing very low visibility as we now head on I-90 eastbound toward the Berkshire Spur. So keep that in mind. If you're lucky to have a couple of plows in front of you, you're fine doing 30, 35 miles per hour. We're doing 34 right now, and the visibility dropping, not only with the challenge of the snow falling from the sky, but with the 18-wheeler and the pickup truck just in front of us. Out in the News Channel 13 First Warning Weather Lab, Zach Klaus in the back seat, Rodney Cole to my left at the captain in the control today. I'm meteorologist Tim Drawbridge. Paulie, back to you.
All right, Tim, thanks. Great job. Great to see you being safe on area roadways. The plow crew's hard at work. Give them some space as always, and we'll continue to bring you the conditions throughout the evening. So here's the lab, Rensselaer County, heading past Skodak now, as Tim mentioned, just filled with snow and the moderate to heavy snow persisting across our area here at 6:04 p.m. more of this steady and heavy snow to come. But again, I want to focus just for a moment on this part of the storm, just how cold it is. 4 in Albany, single digits in most communities, the wind chill between 0 and 10 below at the height of a major snowstorm. So we really don't get this combo too frequently here, but we do have the cold along with the heavy snow, and a lot more snow to come from the coast and from down along the mid-Atlantic region. So we'll carry the heavy snow through midnight, then it lightens up a bit, with temperatures staying in the single digits. Much more to come on this storm. We'll talk about our snowfall totals, what to expect by the time this storm winds down, how it will impact your Monday morning commute. Details in the forecast coming up. Kumi.
All right, thanks, Paul. Now let's take a live look from our traffic camera. This is a live look at Route 151 at the Dunn Memorial Bridge ramp in Rensselaer. You heard Tim just talk about some visibility issues. You see some drops on our camera right there. Very few people out in this area. We've been watching over the past couple of minutes. A bus just went through, some other cars traveling very slowly. You can see the snow build up on that road right now. And if anybody's been out tonight, as soon as you clear off your car, that snow builds up again. So it's slow going out there. It's good to see very few people out there right now tonight. Governor Kathy Hochul has urged New Yorkers to remain inside and avoid travel throughout the duration of the storm. Dan Levy is live at the Guilderland Rest area of the Thruway, where people, for the most part, seem to be heeding the governor's caution. Good evening, Dan.
Good evening, Kumi. Yeah, here at the Guilderland Rest area, there are dozens of trucks that are parked out in back of the rest area. They are certainly heeding the warning and the directive that most truck traffic stay off of this super highway. The truck drivers here are just awaiting safer road conditions, and hopefully that'll come tomorrow at the very earliest, we hope. So keep in mind, the state of emergency remains in place all across the state, from Buffalo all the way to the end of Long Island. Many of these trucks could be out on the road, actually. They choose not to be. Now, during the emergency, all commercial vehicles are required to travel exclusively in the right-hand travel lanes on all state roads, and that includes the Thruway. So what I can tell you is that traffic is extremely light on the Thruway. We did see one 18-wheeler traveling in the left-hand lane, but that appeared to be because it was trying to pass a slow-moving car on the right. Now, again, big rigs are allowed on the road. However, long combination tandem vehicles are prohibited from traveling for the time being. Now, beyond the travel restrictions, though, non-essential state employees, by the way, have been directed to telecommute on Monday where possible. And in addition to that, the State Emergency Operations Center has been activated, and they will remain staffed through the storm in order to coordinate state response efforts and to respond to local requests for assistance. Now, all of these precautions were necessitated, of course, by the anticipated longest cold stretch and the highest snow accumulation in the state in several years. Now, we've heard from Paul and Tim about the accumulation. Let me just check for you how much snow we've gotten here in Guilderland, and it appears to be about 8, maybe 8.5 inches here, and it is still coming down. It has been coming down all day long. Kumi, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you very much. Dan Levy live tonight. A state of emergency remains in effect for all of New York State for the duration of the storm. Extra resources are being used to keep the roads clear, including plows and salt trucks. Governor Kathy Hochul says the plow drivers have to be able to clear the roads.
The biggest concern they have is their own visibility and making sure that they can do their jobs without worrying about the other vehicles around them. So do this to help not just yourself stay safe on the roads, but also our plow drivers.
And to receive updates from the state, you can sign up for emergency alerts by texting your county name to 333-111. And as the snow comes down, the DPW trucks are going out. There's a lot of work and coordination that goes into plowing and treating the roads. Zach Richter continues our team coverage tonight. He's at the Troy Public Works Garage. Good evening, Zach.
Good evening, Kumi. The snow continues to come down here, and plows have been out trying to keep up. Joining me now is Seamus, the deputy mayor, and Joe, the commissioner of general services in Troy. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks, Zach.
What have you guys been seeing tonight out on the roads?
Yeah, so we are seeing a lot of snow here right now. I want to say in various parts of the city, we've gotten upwards of 7 inches of snow. As you can tell, it's dropping pretty quickly. So we do have a lot of plows and staff out there right now, probably 30 plus plows out there keeping up with it. We do ask for folks if they wouldn't mind staying home, staying off the roads to allow us to clear them out.
And for a reminder for the people watching out there, a snow emergency is in effect. And what does that mean to people out there?
Yes, so the Mayor Mantello called a snow emergency on Friday. What that do, not only will it free up some resources for the city, but also when we get to the cleanup part of the operation on Tuesday and Wednesday, it puts certain parking restrictions in place. So if you are on a snow emergency route, on Tuesday, you will be, there's no parking on odd sides of the street, and Wednesday, there's no parking on even side of the street.
And Joe, one question for you. So we've seen people obviously do have to head out, some for essential people, essential workers out there. If you do have to head out, any advice for some drivers?
Yeah, we want lots of drivers to drive safely out there. Try to get off the road as much as possible. But if you do have an emergency, drive safe, be patient, move away for our roads and drivers to do their job.
Okay, Joe and Seamus, thank you guys so much. Stay safe out there. We will continue to follow this storm throughout the night here in Troy. Kumi, I'll send it back to you for now.
All right. Thanks very much, Zach Richter, live in Troy tonight. And you can keep track of the storm with our First Warning Weather app. You can download it for free from the App Store. A lot more here on News Channel 13. Our alert day continues. After the break, the storm is affecting travelers going in and out of Albany. We'll show you the latest flight cancellations. And we're just one of many states affected by this winter storm. We'll show you some of the damage in other parts of the country. That's a live report with Rachel Teedy coming up.